हे वैष्णव खातिर
Hare Krishna. Celui-là est dans le livre, hein, par contre.
C'est ouais,
Ouais, page 62. 62. Non, pardon. Non, sorry. Ouais.
Oh he Vaishnava Thakura Jayara Sagara Edase Karuna Kari Oh he Vaishnava Thakura Jayara Sagara Edase Karuna Kari Oh he Vaishnava Thakura
Hare
Krishna se tomara Krishna diye paro Krishna se tomara Krishna diye paro Krishna se tomara Krishna diye paro Krishna se tomara Krishna diye paro
यदि गौरांग नहीं तो यदि गौरांग नहीं तो
Ça, c'est à page 55 dans le livre. Hare Krishna. যদি গৌরাঙ্গ নাহি তো তবে কি হইত কে মনে ধরিত যে যদি গৌরাঙ্গ নাহি তো তবে কে হইত কে মনে ধরিত যে রাধারা মহিমা
राधा कृष्ण प्रणमो.
And 75. 75.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगल किशोरा
राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगल किशोरा Sri Raya Vinasa Gore
Kirtan. Very nice. So you'll be here till when?
Tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow. Depends on the trains.
Train.
Yes,
Oh.
there is some
Tomorrow.
strikes.
Tomorrow, very
Tomorrow no train.
Yes, I'll be here.
big problem. Tomorrow.
Strike, big strike.
Les Gilets jaunes,
Ah,
la France.
big
Gilets
problem.
jaunes, France. Bienvenue, welcome in
When
France.
going back?
And for 1st of October.
1st October for Kartik.
Yes.
So tomorrow big strike, huh?
Ah, yeah.
Il reste jusqu'à...
Not only strike, they will block the whole country. That's
The whole
what.
country?
That's the purpose. Yeah.
They'll block here also?
Sur le papier.
Maybe something. Big cities, especially.
Yeah, big cities.
Yeah.
The Tulu maybe.
Toulouse, oh, for sure.
So on 11th it should be okay.
Who knows?
Huh?
Who knows?
You do not know.
We don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they changed the prime minister, so they're...
Yesterday, the prime minister he
Resigned.
dismissed. Yeah.
So 11th I have a bus to Barcelona.
Oh no, that won't.
Ah.
I don't think there will be any problem this side.
Du 6 au 10.
No?
He fall from his position.
Huh?
So the prime minister fell from his position.
No? So 11th it shouldn't be a problem,
I
right? For the
think
bus?
11 is fine.
Huh?
11th is fine.
I'm going bus to Barcelona. So then on the 14th I'm coming back to Paris. So I hope it shouldn't be a problem. No?
No, normally no.
You don't know.
No, this is very uncertain at the moment.
Huh?
Il n'y aura pas d'avion pour t'attendre.
Maybe it's gonna
Demain, il ne faut pas
spread out.
C'est une grève générale. Pas de-
Maybe.
pas de-
That's a risk.
Tout est bloqué. hein.
C'est sûr? Ok. Bah ouais.
Normally it does.
No, normally it's not. But
No.
this is a very specific moment now, period, because politics is not good.
Oui, mais ça, c'est bien. Ceux qui font la manif, c'est des citoyens.
Everywhere some problem.
Est-ce que les gars, les aéroports, ça pas les transports. Ah non, je parle pas même. C'est quand
Yeah, it's fine, fine. Oh, no. Little bit sound.
Yeah.
It's totally, yeah, now, okay, now something. Now something happening. Okay. So questions?
Il y a des
No.
questions?
No, you want to ask something?
Maharaj, I wanted to because you remember we talked about this, the meaning of Ananga Manjari and Ananga
yeah.
Manjari. Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Yeah.
Il y a un moustique.
And I wanted to, one Prabhupada's disciple, our Prabhupada disciple, he said, his name is Bhaktivedanta Tripurari Maharaj, maybe
Ah.
you heard about him, and he writes here something I wanted to read. Where is it now? Hare Krishna. So, yes, he's quoting from Sri Radha Krishna Ganodesh Deepika, and then he says in a footnote, he writes this. He says, here, quoting this verse, here it is implied that she is Radha's younger sister, being married to the younger brother of Radha's husband. Ananga is another name for Cupid Kamadev, who is said to be invisible or without limbs. Ananga. That's the meaning.
So he is just giving the meaning of the word, that's all.
Ah.
It doesn't mean she is without any form.
Ah.
Okay, she has form, that's why she is born.
Yeah, of course.
Okay? And that's why sometimes when Radharani is in, sulky mood, she is doing a man, sulky mood, then Krishna is trying to pacify Radharani. Still she is not pacified. So then sometimes Krishna brings this Ananga Manjari, and tries to please her, showing Radharani that, I'm trying to please your sister. Like this, so Krishna trying to pacify Radharani. So, if no form, then it's not possible, No, she has form and everything. No, she's sitting beside Radharani and there's no problem. Here he is just saying the meaning of that word, that's all. Ananga, one more meaning of that word is Cupid, which in turn means one who doesn't have any form. Doesn't mean she doesn't have any form.
Yeah, but he is doing something like
That's his viewpoint. So what to do? Okay? So it doesn't mean all those things. Okay? So we have to follow the proper source. Okay. So, no more questions? No?
D'autres
Yeah.
questions?
Ah oui, non, parce que tout à l'heure,
Dis-moi, je vais traduire. Fais la simple.
parce que dans le chant tout à l'heure,
Ouais.
attends, c'est marqué que
Quelle page
55.
Ok.
Si Mahaprabhu n'était pas venu, on n'aurait jamais eu tout ça, mais en même temps, on pourrait la question qui se pose, c'est qu'on pourrait se dire, en tant que notre père, Krishna, il va pas nous abandonner aussi dans ce monde aussi quand même, non? On pourrait penser ça, on pourrait dire, beaucoup de gens pensent ça.
Mais ta question, c'est quoi?
Beaucoup de gens pensent... tu peux déjà dire ça?
She's saying about this Yadi Gauranga Narito.
Uh-huh.
She's thinking that we say if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wouldn't come, then anyway Krishna would have taken care of us anyway. He's not going to just leave us alone in this material world. That's what she's saying.
Et beaucoup de gens pensent ça.
And many people think like this way. That's what it is.
What you are saying is true.
Ce que tu dis est vrai.
What you are saying is true. That Krishna wouldn't leave us is true. But he would not have got, the topmost thing. The service of the lotus feet of Radharani. We wouldn't have got that. So that's why Narahari Thakur is singing here and saying, if Krishna in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had not come, who would have taught us all these things?
Maharaj, il dit que ce que tu dis est vrai, mais si Chaitanya Mahaprabhu n'était pas venu, il ne nous aurait pas donné la chose la plus haute qui soit, c'est-à-dire le service direct de Srimati Radhika. Et c'est pour ça que Narahari Thakur il dit ça dans cette prière.
Non, c'est Vasudev Ghosh.
Hein?
C'est pas Narahari.
Narahari.
Mais on a parlé. C'est
Lui, mais non, lui il dit Narahari Thakur.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ah.
it's written by Narahari Thakur.
Vasudev Ghosh, you said yesterday.
Huh?
Yesterday, I think you said Vasudev Ghosh. He wrote this song. No, Sudadveti Swami, he said last night.
There's a misunderstanding. Who wrote this song? Because Sudadvaiti Maharaj said Vasudev Ghosh did. And
Vasudev Ghosh.
Yes.
Yadi Gauranga Naito. But Narahari.
Ah, there it says Narahari here.
Narahari Das.
Yeah.
But another sannyasi said that Vasudev Ghosh wrote.
Anglais peut-être.
Tu peux vérifier dans ton livre de chant.
Maybe typo. A
Mais-
typing error, maybe.
Ah, il dit que c'est une erreur
misspelled
de...
something.
une coquille.
De Narahari.
Regarde ce livre de chant en anglais.
Bah oui, c'est ça, mais je l'ai pas.
But this Maharaj, this song was written by Narahari
Yeah,
Das.
Narahari,
Okay,
Narahari.
donc il confirme dans ton...
Because in this Kirtan also, last word it says Narahari. Yeah.
Oui, yes, it's written. Narahari Hiya Pasanadiya.
Bah, alors,
Il
parle.
dit qu'à la fin de la prière,
Narahari
c'est écrit
Hiya.
Narahari Hiya
Oui, c'est
Pasanadiya.
Ok, ok.
Yeah, it says Narahari. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so written by Narahari Thakur. His name is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So that's why whenever you want to reconcile something, you have to see the source.
Yeah.
No? Maybe, I also do such mistakes like thinking about Narahari and by mistake,
Yeah.
something comes out of the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you have to
Adjust.
reconcile with the original, the verse.
Ah, donc Maharaj il dit on peut parfois se tromper comme ça, un nom peut sortir par erreur à la place d'un autre, mais on doit toujours vérifier avec la source.
Yes, Maharaj, you are the source.
Yes.
Sometimes we all do like this. We think about milk and we say, juice or something like that. So,
On pense lait, mais on prononce
Sometimes it
jus,
happens.
ou, à savoir.
so then we have to, refer the words and everything. So here, what you're saying is true. Krishna is there. He would have, taken care of all those things. That's true, but still, we wouldn't have known the greatness of Srimati Radharani. We wouldn't have, gotten the service of the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani if Krishna didn't come in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Donc pour en revenir à ta question, il dit ce que tu dis est vrai, mais que Krishna veille au grain, veille sur les âmes dans ce monde. Mais si Chaitanya Mahaprabhu n'était pas venu, alors on n'aurait pas eu la connaissance de ce qu'est l'amour très, très élevé de Srimati Radhika. Après il a dit autre chose, mais j'ai oublié.
So here he is saying the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful upon me. Krishna was not, but Mahaprabhu is. So he is glorifying Mahaprabhu, remembering the mercy that he showed upon Narahari Thakur, saying that if Mahaprabhu hadn't have come and pulled me, there is no way the whole world would have known who Radharani is, what the bhakti is, what is all these things in Vrindavan. Nobody would have known.
Donc ici Narahari Thakur il glorifie Chaitanya Mahaprabhu en disant s'il n'était pas venu, comment on aurait pu connaître donc la personne de Srimati Radhika et on aurait pas, parce que Krishna lui il n'a pas manifesté sa miséricorde, c'est Chaitanya Mahaprabhu qui est venu donner tout ça.
The fact is, though Shri Krishna came and did his pastime 5,000 years before, but only very few people, they can understand the pastime of Krishna and the gopis Radharani. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's contribution is, so much. Because of him, today, we all know what Vrindavan is, what Vrajavasis are, their love for Krishna, who Radharani is, and the goal to serve lotus feet of Radharani. So things like this we come to know. Without that, without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, today we wouldn't have known. That's why he is glorifying. If Mahaprabhu had not come, no way we would have known. Krishna is sitting there. And he is taking care, of course, but he wouldn't, he didn't come and tell us about Radharani and others. But he came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to tell us all these things. That's why he is glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that he has shown mercy upon me.
Donc effectivement, lorsque Krishna il est venu il y a 5000 ans, mais il n'a pas dévoilé donc la personnalité de Srimati Radhika et l'amour de Srimati Radhika. Donc c'est pourquoi il est Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lorsqu'il est venu, lorsque Narahari Das Thakur glorifie Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pour être venu et révéler la personnalité de Srimati Radhika, Vrindavan, toutes ces choses. Donc il le remercie pour ça.
Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, but still we were not fortunate enough to get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So for us, Shri Gurudev, he came, he pulled us out of this material thing, he taught us all these things. So we are indebted to Shri Gurudev, and we would also say the same thing to Shri Gurudev also, that if Gurudev hadn't come, who would have taught us the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Nobody would have. We would still be in the material world, drinking, smoking, and taking meat and stuff like this. So same mood we can have for Gurudev also, and Vaishnavas, Guru and Vaishnavas also. If they hadn't come, we wouldn't have known about who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. We wouldn't have known what bhakti is. We wouldn't have known the glories of the Mahamantra. We wouldn't have known these things.
Donc, comme nous n'avons pas été suffisamment assez fortunés pour avoir la compagnie directe de Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu et d'être là quand il est venu à son époque, de la même manière, les sentiments que Narahari Das Thakur là il adresse, et le remerciement, la gratitude qu'il a envers Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, nous, on peut l'appliquer à notre propre Gurudev qui est venu. S'il n'était pas venu, notre propre Gurudev, qui nous aurait tiré de l'empêtrement matériel dans lequel on était, on n'aurait jamais pu connaître cette miséricorde particulière. Donc on peut l'appliquer aussi à notre maître spirituel, cette même gratitude qu'on a envers Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah, so that's why this kind of feeling is there. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came, he established the glories of Vrindavan. He established who Srimati Radharani is. He showed us what Madanakya Mahabharata, which we were discussing yesterday, these things. He showed us. Without his mercy, without Guru's mercy, we wouldn't have known. We would just be in this material world. Eat, drink and be merry, that's all.
Donc voilà, on doit éprouver ce sentiment de gratitude envers Shri Gurudev parce qu'il est venu, il nous a tirés de notre empêtrement matériel, donc toutes les choses matérielles dans lesquelles on était pris. Et il a dit autre chose, mais j'ai oublié. Quelqu'un peut m'aider?
Il y avait le fait qu'il mangeait de la viande.
Oui, c'est ça, ouais. J'ai pas prêt. Et donc, Gurudev, il est venu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, il est venu, il a révélé les gloires de Vrindavan, les gloires de Srimati Radhika, le chant du Mahamantra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu et Gurudev, il a fait de même pour nous.
Yeah. Clear? Okay? Yeah.
Et aussi, il a révélé les gloires du Madanakya Mahabharata dont on a parlé hier.
Ah oui. J'ai une autre question.
She has another question on it.
Mais est-ce que de ce fait, notre swarup est prédestiné? Parce que, voilà, est-ce que notre swarup est prédestiné?
À quoi?
Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire prédestiné? Est-ce qu'elle est déjà établie, fixée définitivement? Fixée définitivement, c'est-à-dire, she's asking about the swarup. She would like to know if is the swarup of the jiva fixed and predestined. Predestined, she's saying.
Est-ce qu'elle est, voilà.
C'est sûr que c'est ta question, ça?
Ne m'embrouillez pas trop. Laissez-moi.
Est-ce que la swarup est prédestinée?
Voilà, ne me posez pas de questions. Je sais pas ce que ça m'embrouille.
Yeah, that she would like to know. She would like to know if the swarup of the jiva.
Est-ce qu'elle est fixe déjà? Est-ce qu'elle est fixe ou est-ce qu'on aurait pu être autre chose?
Or maybe we could have been someone else.
Someone has choice for
Well, this is a very deep subject. Everybody wants to know.
Tout le monde veut savoir ce sujet très profond, connaître.
You, you serve Guru and Vaishnavas and listen to their katha, you will gradually know. Simple answer. Rather than speculating what is not, and debating and fighting, you follow the process, you will gradually know if it's permanent or if it's changing. Okay?
Maharaj il dit que
J'en ai marre, je me dis que ça.
Maharaj il dit que c'est pas la peine de façon prématurée de s'opposer ce genre de questions simplement en servant le maître spirituel, en pratiquant, alors les choses seront révélées en temps utile, en temps voulu. C'est pas la peine de spéculer sur ces questions.
It's very, this is not controversial, but people have made it controversial. You know?
C'est pas un sujet qui est sujet à controverse, mais les gens en ont fait quelque chose de sujet à controverse.
See, I don't want to go too deep into this and make you think so much about it, but to put it simply, what Shri Gurudev, Param Gurudev Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami, Maharaj, and what few other Vaishnavas and Sanatana Goswami Padas has shown us is the seed of a mango tree can only produce mango. It cannot change and start producing neem tree. Okay? So in a similar fashion, like we discussed, from Karnavdishai Vishnu, Jiva is created, and with the Swarup, depending upon the requirement, so from that time onwards itself, inherent nature is fixed. That doesn't change. What can change is till that level, till the level of your inherent Swarup, till that level, things can change. For example, you are a material person, then you come in association of some yogis or something, then you become like that. Then you become spiritual, then you become like... Things can keep changing. And even when you come to this bhakti, still it can keep changing, but only to the point what your eternal Swarup is. Once you have reached that point, after that, it cannot change. Why it should change? Because you're satisfied with it. You're satisfied being what you are. Mm-hmm. So then there is no need for change. Mm-hmm. Till the point you are not satisfied, then there is change. And that change depends upon, the Vaishnava association. But due to that, when you realize who you are for Krishna, then after that there is no need for change. So that itself means you have a Swarup, you have a taste, and once that taste matches with, what you are listening and what you are following, then that's it, you are fixed in it. Just like Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur has shown in Jayadharma, just like Sanatana Goswami showed in the life of Gopakumar, they didn't change. Vijay Kumar and Gopakumar, they didn't change after that.
Alors Maharaj, il explique, pour faire simple, il s'en remet à la vie de son propre Gurudev et de son Param Gurudev. ainsi qu'à Sanatana Goswami et les Vaishnavas, qui disent que le jiva, il a le jiva, il a un swarup qui est défini, qui est fixe, qui est inhérent en lui. Et ça ne peut pas changer. Ça ne peut pas changer une fois qu'on s'est établi dans cette nature. Donc on a réalisé cette nature, ça ne changera pas. Mais tant que on n'est pas établi, qu'on n'a pas trouvé sa véritable nature, alors la nature, notre nature véritable, peut sembler changer au gré des associations, des compagnies qu'on a avec telle ou telle personne. Ceux qui vont pratiquer, approchent un yogi, ils vont développer des... Donc, tant qu'on n'est pas établi dans sa nature propre, il a donné l'exemple d'un manguier. Un manguier, il donnera toujours des mangues, il ne donnera jamais des fruits d'un arbonyme. Donc, selon que l'on a telle ou telle nature, cette nature va se manifester. Hier, on a parlé de Karano Dakasha et Vishnu, qui va manifester les êtres dans le monde matériel, mais qui va manifester une swarup chez les êtres dans le monde matériel, en fonction, cette swarup va être manifestée en fonction des besoins dans le monde spirituel. On a besoin de telle personne qui fait ça, telle personne qui fait ça, et Karano Dakasha et Vishnu, il manifeste ses swarups en fonction des besoins. Donc voilà, je crois que j'ai à peu près tout dit. Quelqu'un
Peut-être que tu devrais peut-être
Préciser.
le dire plus simplement. Pas tendre. Non, lui, Maharaj, il devrait couper un petit peu, que ce soit pas trop long. Faut pas perdre les détails.
Ouais, mais d'habitude c'est le contraire, c'est pour ça que j'en ai rajouté. Ok, quel est mon âge?
Tough subject, very tough. And so that's why I'm saying you serve Guru Vaishnavas rather than debating, you try to realize. That's much better. Okay? For example, if you try to serve Guru and Vaishnavas, follow their words, try to listen to their katha with dedication, slowly and gradually, maybe after some years, you will develop a natural taste. A taste. Taste for what? So that depends upon your association. Okay? If your association is kind of very special, very superior, then you will develop a taste for the moods of Brajavasis.
Donc Maharaj, il explique qu'on ne doit pas se perdre dans des débats, etc. Simplement par le service au Vaishnava, les choses en temps voulu, on va réaliser ces choses-là. Et on va développer un goût en fonction de la compagnie qu'on prend. Et si on a une compagnie élevée, alors on va développer un goût élevé.
So then you will develop a taste for the moods of the Vrajavasis. The question is, did you have that mood before? No. You didn't have that mood before. So from where did you get that? From the Vaishnavas, association. Okay, why did you like it? There must be some reason you liked it. Why you liked it? The reason that you are liking it means you have a potency for that. That's why you are liking that. That kind of taste, when it develops, can show us what is within us. And one has to develop that mood continuously. Then naturally the taste will, increase day by day. Then we will have no other taste. We wouldn't like any other thing. We want to continuously hear only those things. That would establish that you are situated in this position, in this relationship with Krishna. Now you don't like any other thing. Okay? And that shows that, okay, your eternal position is this. So it's not like you're discussing about Shri Radha and Krishna and then somebody comes and discusses with you about Lakshmi and Narayan and you are satisfied with Lakshmi Narayan also. No, it doesn't happen like that. If something like that happens, it means that you have not heard properly, you have not developed a proper taste yet. No, it's in a nascent format. But once you have served the Guru and chanted your mantra and listened to these things, then you will naturally develop a particular taste. Okay? That shows what kind of service, the swaroop that you have. Nobody has to tell you, you yourself will know. Okay, I like only this thing. I don't want any other thing. Okay? That shows your, inherent nature.
Donc Maharaj il explique simplement donc, en s'associant avec un dévot Vaishnava, par son harikatha on va développer un goût. Et ce goût, petit à petit, on va s'établir dans son goût, on aura besoin de ça, on ne voudra plus entendre quoi que ce soit d'autre. Et c'est ça qui va nous montrer qu'en réalité, on est établi dans sa nature inhérente, sa nature propre. On n'ira pas, on ne se laissera pas, on ne rentrera pas dans des considérations, entendre parler de Lakshmi Narayan. On ne va pas avoir de goût pour ces sujets-là. On va simplement être attaché à écouter. On trouvera du goût dans le kata qui nous correspond. Pas facile à traduire. Hein,
so this one time, one disciple of Shri Gurudev, Didi, very senior, old. So Shri Gurudev came back from the morning walk and she started, complaining, saying that Maharaj, I think my life is useless. I have not done anything. I don't feel I have received mercy. No, my life is going like a waste. She's feeling sad and complaining like this. So Guru Maharaj saying, you have not received anything? He said, no, I'm very useless. I feel nothing. So then Shri Gurudev started, questioning her. Okay, tell me, do you want to go to, heavenly planets? She said, no. Okay, do you want to go to Brahmaji's place? No. To Shivaji's place? No. Do you want to merge in, the Brahman? She said, never. Oh, so then you want to go to Vaikuntha and be, the servant of Lakshmi? She said, no. Or maybe Sita ji with Ram? She said, no. So then Dwaraka? Never, never. So then where do you want to go then? She said, Golok. Okay. So there you want to be Saka? She said, no. Or maybe with mother and father? No. So then what do you want? I want to be maidservant of Radharani. So then he laughed so much. He said, you said nothing happening. Like from where this taste from where did it develop? This taste has developed due to association. You have developed this taste. Now you want nothing else. This itself shows what your nature is. This itself shows what your swaroop is. Now you have to practice and cultivate. It's as simple as that. Rather than debating and and getting confused, rather one has to develop such a mood, such a taste that will define who we are and what we want. No need to ask people like okay, you tell me what is my taste, what is my taste. What you really want after listening to all kinds of Krishna's pastime, like for example, you want to be like, a cowherd friend of Shri Krishna and you develop such a mood, then that will define who you are. And if you want to be like mother and father, that will define who you are. But if you develop a taste for the, to do the service of Radharani like a maid servant, that will define in which position you are. No need to even ask. The taste that you have developed will define who you are. That's the inherent nature that you have. That cannot change. That can change till the point you have to develop that. But once you have developed that, that cannot change, because once you develop that, you completely fulfill, completely satisfied. Now there is no need for knowing or receiving anything more.
Alors un jour, une disciple âgée de chez la Gurudev lui a demandé, Gurudev, je me sens complètement inutile, je sens que j'ai rien reçu, ma vie spirituelle est vaine, j'ai pas de résultat. Et Gurudev lui a dit, non, comment c'est possible, et t'as rien ressenti, tu éprouves rien? Et elle lui dit non, et alors Gurudev lui a posé des questions comme ça, alors il dit, mais qu'est-ce que tu veux atteindre quel objectif? Est-ce que tu veux aller aux planètes édéniques? Elle lui dit non. Il a répondu non. Tu veux aller voir sur la planète de Brahma? Elle lui a dit non. Tu veux aller voir Shiva? Elle lui a dit non. Tu veux aller dans le monde, dans le Brahma Jyoti, te fondre dans le Brahma Jyoti? Non. Tu veux aller à Vaikuntha? Non. Tu veux aller voir Sri Ramachandra? Non. Tu veux aller voir Dwarka? Tu veux rester à Dwarka? Elle lui a dit non. Tu veux aller à Goloka? Elle lui a dit oui. Tu veux devenir le parent de Krishna? Elle lui a dit non. Tu veux devenir un Saka? Non plus. Tu veux devenir une servante de Srimati Radhika? Elle lui a dit oui. Elle dit donc Gurudev lui a dit, mais d'où tu tiens ce désir? Si simplement elle a obtenu ce désir par la compagnie, la compagnie de Gurudev et par son kata. Et donc en réalité elle a cette aspiration, donc elle sait ce qu'elle veut, donc c'est ça qui l'a satisfait, d'entendre ce kata qui a trait à... Et donc Maharaj il explique sa nature, la nature inhérente du jiva. Quand on est établi dans cette nature-là, on n'aspire à plus rien d'autre, et c'est parce qu'on est complètement satisfait. Mais tant qu'on n'est pas satisfait, alors cette nature inhérente, elle peut changer, elle peut sembler changer. Mais quand on atteint la satisfaction totale, on est établi dans sa nature, dans son swarup, alors ça ne change pas, ça ne peut pas changer. Il a dit autre chose, Maharaj, mais j'ai oublié. Quelqu'un peut m'aider? Ok.
Maharaj, it looks like the way you speak, like it looks like by association you get what you want. By the association only. It looks like the Guru is giving Svarup. The way you speak looks like the Guru is giving the Svarup. Because you speak about the association. He's asking that lady, what do you want? You want to go to Dwarka? You want to go to Mathura? What do you want? And she said, oh, I want Golok. Because the association. You understand my point? It's not, it's very subtle. Very subtle point. It looks like because we know the Babaji, they said the Svarups come from Guru. Is Guru giving Svarup way of anything before?
See, association is definitely needed because we have forgotten who we are. Okay? So somebody has to remind us that who we are. So association is very much needed because we are bound in this material world, we are sleeping, So Shri Guru and Vaishnava, they have to wake us up and tell us that, you should try to serve Radha and Krishna. But they cannot change what we have, They only give us or they only support what we have. Through their katha, they nourish and they support what we have. So it may seem like, due to association we have gotten it. It may seem like Shri Guru has given it, but they have not given it or anything. They have only supported it. What we have, they have reminded us, okay, this is what you are. They are not giving something from there and giving it to us like that. It's not possible. Because by nature itself, we have, like when we were created, we were created with a particular taste, a mood. That cannot be changed mostly. 99.9% that cannot be changed. That's the reason why Murari Gupta, a Mahaprabhu's associate, he was a Ram Bhakta. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he couldn't change him. Okay? And one night, Murari Gupta, he thought that he would give up his life. Because he's not following Mahaprabhu's words. Then Mahaprabhu came and chastised him that why you want to give up your life. Then he cried and said, I cannot follow you. Why? Because I cannot give up Ram. Mahaprabhu said, no problem, you follow Ram. Even the, younger brother of Rupa and Sanatan, Anupam, they both tried so much to convert him to a follower of Krishna, but they couldn't. He cried, he also said, I cannot give up Ram. So he said, okay, no problem, you follow Ram. So, the Bhaktivinoda Thakur also showed Jaiva Dharma, one guru, two disciples, two different moods, two different swarup. One became cowherd boy, one became a maid servant of Radharani, Lalitaji and Radharani. And in Bhagat Bhagavatam is also shown Gopakumar, though he went to many different places, but the cowherd boy mood, that didn't change at all. So many different things.
Alors donc Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Parvat Maharaj a posé la question à Maharaj en lui disant Maharaj, vous présentez les choses comme si le gourou, par sa compagnie, il pouvait changer quelque chose de notre nature, notre swarup. Et Maharaj lui répond que non, le gourou, il ne change pas la nature, mais comme nous sommes des âmes conditionnées, par sa compagnie, il ravive, il active notre swarup, notre nature éternelle, inhérente, et on a besoin de sa compagnie parce qu'on a oublié notre nature. Et lui, il vient réveiller notre nature et puis nourrir ce goût pour notre nature, nous guider pour retrouver notre nature. C'est donc pas que le gourou apporte quelque chose qui serait à l'extérieur de nous. En réalité, notre swarup, il est inhérent. Alors, et Maharaj, il donne l'exemple que quand ce swarup il est réalisé, on ne peut pas le changer. Il donne l'exemple de Murari Gupta, compagnon de Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, l'exemple de Anupam, aussi le plus jeune frère de Rupa et Sanatana Goswami, qui n'ont pas pu changer, ils étaient des disciples, des adorateurs du Seigneur Sri Ramachandra, et donc ni l'un ni l'autre n'a pu renoncer à Sri Ramachandra parce que c'était leur nature inhérente, profonde. Et aussi dans le Jaiva Dharma chez la Bhaktivinoda Thakur, donne l'exemple de ces deux disciples d'un même gourou, mais qui ont développé des natures différentes. L'un était un Saka et l'autre était une servante de Srimati Radhika dans le monde spirituel. Donc parce que leur nature c'est celle-ci. Donc c'est pas que le maître spirituel, le gourou, donne une nature, pourvoit une nature. En fait, il fait que raviver la nature éternelle du jiva.
Another point also, Guru had asked that lady, what do you want to do? What's the use to ask this question for our level? If someone asks me what I want to do, I cannot say I want to be the servant of Radharani because I don't know. My level, I cannot say. Maybe I'm a Sakya, maybe I'm a different mood.
What I'm saying?
Actually, this lady, this old disciple, Srila Gurudev's old disciple, when Srila Gurudev asked her, what do you want to be? If Maharaj says that if someone, if Srila
Daddy wants to go.
which
Like, Gurudev was just trying to test her and show her
Just, yeah.
that she is saying nothing happening. And Gurudev is trying to make her realize that so much change has happened. Now we have tasted change. Before you just want to be in this material world or just want to be liberated, something like that. But now your taste has changed. Now you want to be like that. That's what he's trying to show, that don't say nothing has happened. So much thing has happened. Okay.
Yes, it's good to clarify, say, because he wants to test her. Otherwise, everyone can say, well, I want to be the servant of Radharani. We don't know. At a level where, on the beginning, or
So she's not beginning. She has heard things, and she is saying that now my taste is only that one. Okay. I mean, my whole point of saying that is, when we develop such a taste, then we don't like anything lower than that. No? That's what I'm trying to say here, my point is. And so for that one has to develop a taste by listening and serving Guru and Vaishnava. So one will definitely develop a taste. One will definitely develop a taste. And that taste will determine who you are. Okay? That taste will determine who you are. Like for example, I mean, this is just an, example. Like for example, devotees, somebody might like, coffee made from chicory. Maharaj is giving a very nice coffee from chicory. Somebody may not like it. Somebody may just like a tea, dipped tea, green tea or some other tea. And somebody else, they may not like that, they may like only lemonade. Something like that. So for that person whose taste is fixed, for example, one who is taking a green tea, if you try to go and give him lemonade, he would say no. Okay? I need something hot, so I like to take like that. So in a similar way, for somebody who has developed such a taste, things don't change, just like that. Okay? So in short, Guru and Vaishnavas, by their mercy and by their katha, they try to only reveal who you are. They don't change, the nature that you are, and they only support it. And till the point we realize who we are, due to different kind of association, things may seem that it's changing, but once we have come to that, then no more change. Okay, we are fixed in that. That's what sthayi means fixed. Fixed relationship with Krishna. If that keeps changing, then it's not sthayi. Sthayi itself meaning fixed.
What's the name? We are Sthayi Bhav, but before that, what is the name? What's the
Not before that.
No, I know.
Before that, there is no sthayi bhav.
No, well, what's the name?
What's the name of the condition we are in
Yeah.
before
We
Sthayi
are just only in these conditions, bhajana kriya, ussahamayi, nishta, ruchi, asakti, these stages, that's all. There is no permanent relationship with Krishna yet. It's developing. It's not sthayi yet. It's not fixed yet. The moment, you get that mercy from there and you get your mercy from here and it's fixed, you are liberated from this material thing, that's when the moment it's fixed. And from that point onwards, it doesn't change. No, it doesn't change. Till before also it doesn't change. But it takes time for us to realize who we are. You know, like for example, you are in France, okay, and you want to settle down, but you don't know where. So first you go to North France, then West, then East, then you come to South, then you find this place very nice, cheaper, nice. So then you see, then your heart is here and said, okay, this is a place to settle, okay, that's it. Okay? But till that point you settle, you keep moving. You're searching for different things. So in a similar fashion, once you develop such a taste for Shri Krishna and you know that this is what, then after that it doesn't change. Okay? Yeah.
Donc, alors là, je ne sais plus quel est le but de la question. Maharaj, il explique que le Sthayi Bhav, c'est-à-dire notre nature éternelle et pas permanente, elle est fixe. Sthayi veut dire fixe. Et elle ne peut donc pas changer, même si elle semble changer. Elle semble changer selon la compagnie, les fréquentations que nous avons. Elle semble changer, mais en réalité, elle ne change pas. C'est simplement qu'on n'a pas réalisé quelle était notre nature éternelle. De la même manière que des dévots. Alors Maharaj donne l'exemple de quelqu'un qui, par exemple, il habite en France, mais il veut s'installer quelque part. Alors il va à tel endroit, mais ça ne lui convient pas. Jusqu'au moment où il va s'installer dans le sud, tiens, voilà, il a trouvé son endroit. Donc le Sthayi Bhav, c'est notre nature permanente, éternelle. On la cherchera, parce qu'on n'est pas, c'est donc pas fixe, on la cherchera jusqu'à ce qu'on la trouve, et là, quand on la trouve, on est établi dans sa nature éternelle, et rien d'autre ne peut nous satisfaire. Maharaj a donné l'exemple de dévots qui peuvent avoir, de n'importe quelle personne, peut avoir des goûts différents. Un, il va aimer la chicorée au petit déjeuner, un autre, il va aimer boire une tisane, un autre, il va aimer du jus, etc. Et donc, si tu lui proposes quelque chose, celui qui aime la chicorée, tu lui proposes un jus, il dit non, merci, je préfère quelque chose de chaud, etc. Donc, on a des goûts bien précis, donc on ne peut pas changer parce que c'est notre nature profonde. Mais par la compagnie qu'on peut avoir, ça peut sembler, selon la compagnie qu'on a, ça peut sembler changer notre nature jusqu'au moment où on va découvrir, et ça c'est le rôle du maître spirituel et des Vaishnavas, par leur kata, de nous faire réaliser notre nature profonde. Et après, quand on aura ce goût pour leur kata, ce goût qui va correspondre au kata, et on ne voudra rien entendre d'autre parce qu'on a trouvé le goût qui nous correspond véritablement. C'est ça le Sthayi Bhav. J'ai certainement oublié d'autres choses, mais Maharaj,
Je voulais juste savoir le nom. Il y a Sthayi Bhav,
ah oui, le son.
il y a
Et Maharaj posait la question, est-ce qu'il y a un nom spécifique avant qu'on soit parvenu à ce qu'on appelle le Sthayi Bhav? Est-ce qu'il y a un nom spécifique à la condition dans laquelle on se trouve avant ça? Et Maharaj explique non, il n'y a pas de nom spécifique. On traverse les différents stades, Nishta, Ruchi, Sakti, etc. Mais on n'est pas dans un nom spécifique. Hein. On n'est pas... Notre condition n'a pas un nom spécifique, générique.
Yeah, I know it. This topic is like endless. But rather than, that's what I'm trying to say, rather than discussing and debating these things, you try to follow and you taste it. Then no more question. Now you know this is what I am. Okay? So no need to discuss so many different things. First, you develop a nishta, a steadiness towards Guru and Vaishnavas. Try to follow what they have taught you. Then try to follow the process, listening, chanting and remembering. Then try to read Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, okay? And try to serve. Take a responsible seva and try to serve. Then slowly, gradually, one will develop a mood, a taste that will define who you are and where you want to go. Okay? So this is a process. No need to, debate and get confused and, there is no need. You follow, you will realize. You will know what taste, what you like, Like some devotees, they like sweet very much. And like some devotees, they don't like sweets very much. They want spicy things. So you know your taste. Once you take prasadam, you know what you can take, what you cannot take. In a similar way, you do bhakti, you follow the process, you will definitely know who you are and where you want to go. That will define you, that will define your soul. Okay?
Donc Maharaj, je vais traduire ça après dans la question. Maharaj vient de dire que c'est pas nécessaire, pour faire simple, c'est pas nécessaire de débattre continuellement sur ce sujet qui est insondable. Et il vaut mieux suivre les enseignements du gourou, la formation du gourou, pratiquer, écouter, chanter les saints noms, étudier le Bhagavatam, le Chaitanya Charitamrita, et graduellement on va développer un goût et on saura qui on est, ce qui nous correspond, ce qui on est véritablement. Et Maharaj de nouveau donne l'exemple des dévots qui peuvent avoir des goûts différents, quelqu'un peut aimer le salé, d'autres le sucré, etc. Mais donc, on sait ce qu'on aime, et donc en écoutant notre maître spirituel et en pratiquant la bhakti, notre nature véritable va se révéler graduellement. C'est pas la peine de faire de spéculer, de débattre trop longuement. Si j'oublie autre chose, j'oublie quelque chose?
Yes, a question first.
Just because Maharaj was saying about how, because we desire, then we will get. But I think you responded to the question I wanted to ask, because that was, if we follow the process, then we will attain Nishta and all the different levels. But because some people, we know that some people are sahajas, or like Gurudev is protecting us not to just follow what we want, because maybe we want this, but we are not qualified. And many people have been following this process and now are following Babaji's, and this is not really the proper process.
Tu peux traduire tout de suite en français ou on attend la réponse de Maharaj, comme tu veux?
Non,
Vaut mieux que tu la traduises en français.
En français,
Translation.
She's going to translate in French. Her question she's going to translate in French.
Okay.
he's asking me to
Before you
translate
answer.
the
En français.
question.
En français.
Je disais par rapport à Maharaj qui a posé la question, est-ce que si on désire, on peut désirer quelque chose, mais est-ce qu'on est qualifié pour atteindre, pour vraiment atteindre cet objectif? Et on a vu des exemples de dévots qui se sont crus déjà à ce niveau-là et qui ont suivi des Babaji. On a entendu Gurudev nous protéger justement contre ce risque de déviation. Mais je disais, Maharaj, il a répondu un peu à la question, c'est qu'en fait, il y a un processus à suivre. Effectivement, si on suit le processus, normalement, on doit être protégé. C'est ce que j'essaie de comprendre.
Quelle est la question alors du coup?
Je voulais savoir, voilà, si Maharaj il a compris.
What is the question?
I was asking her.
Because you answered to the question, actually. I said you answered because you said you have to
I did,
follow,
matlab.
you
Yeah,
have
you.
to follow the
Yeah.
process. So
Will you get a new passport?
It was not the question, Maharaj. Huh?
Okay, she's just giving a statement. Okay.
Ah.
And Maharaj,
Okay.
will you get a new passport when you get Staiba?
New? You mean new?
No. No, the passport will remain same,
Ah.
but now it will become a biometric.
Le Maharaj demande est-ce qu'on aura un nouveau passeport si on atteint le Staiba? Et Maharaj répond non, le passeport c'est le même, sauf qu'on aura une version biométrique.
Passport changing meaning your track is completely changing.
Ah.
Passport will be same, detail will be same,
Yeah.
but now you have more details to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you know who you are, now you know where you want to go, now you know your natural, state and everything. Now more details you will know. Okay. Yeah, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yes. Oh my God, that's too.
Approche-toi un peu,
It's
il
a
faut voir.
question, huh?
Yeah, it's
Approche-toi.
almost time.
Approche-toi parce qu'il va pas entendre.
This
Je
is
vais
the last one,
traduire.
this is the last one.
No, it's taking long time.
Quand même.
Viens.
Pas loin. La chaise, là.
Bon, bien sûr.
Je l'avais déjà posé.
Bah, même pas.
Next question.
Okay. Yeah, this is the last question.
Et donc, simplement, je voudrais rajouter avant qu'il commence sa question une chose importante que Maharaj a dite plusieurs fois que j'ai oublié de traduire, c'est que quand on aura ce goût, on réalisera qui on est et où on veut aller. Voilà, il a dit ça plusieurs fois, donc j'ai oublié de le traduire.
Many of our schools, of our acharyas, they say that they seem to protect us. Don't listen here, don't listen there. Only when you know where you want to go, then you go this direction and you are satisfied there. And it seems that no one can teach you anything since because you know where you want to go. But Yaksha Sridhar Maharaj explained that we have to reach a point where we see Guru everywhere. And when everyone is your Guru, that means he has something to teach to us. Bodhayan Maharaj met a priest here, a Catholic priest here in Mirepoix.
Il met quoi?
He made
what?
sorry, he made a Catholic, he spoke with, he met a Catholic priest.
A what?
A Catholic priest.
Oh,
a
Catholic priest, sorry.
of this town, and he told him, I appreciated this very much. He told him, whatever you learned about Jesus, I would like you very much, my dear Catholic priest, to teach to my disciples, to my followers, so that what you understood about spiritual life, teach it here as well. Of course, we are not going to become Christians, but I appreciated this very much because we can learn from everyone, from everywhere. And it does not necessarily mean that if we listen to this one, we shall become like him. Rather, we can also get some of his qualities, the Catholic priest or his monks, his rabbis, we can get his qualities to become better Hare Krishna devotees. You know, because of course we have to discriminate. So how to harmonize? Some people say, don't listen here, don't listen there. My understanding, also realization, is that we can see Guru everywhere if we know how to harmonize, how to
Reconcile.
How to reconcile.
Okay.
That is my question.
You understood, Maharaj? He says, we are warned not to go and listen from everywhere. But he says that, but Guru can be everywhere. And in different manifestations he can come. So, in this case, we could listen to many different things and harmonize and get all the teachings. And so how to reconcile this? One way there's someone say that we should not go here everywhere and listen to different things. And he's saying we can maybe listen to different things. Oui. Préciser ça.
To put it short,
Pour raccourcir, Maharaj il dit.
yeah, so put it short, Srimad Bhagavatam, it's shown there, Dattatreyaji, in the 11th canto. Okay, if you remember, he has 24 gurus. Wherever he went, he only took what is needed for his spiritual progress. Okay, that's one teaching. Okay, but for that, one has to be like Dattatreyaji, who could separate water and milk and drink only the milk. You know, Paramahamsa. Without that level, we will be fooled. One thing, this is one thing. There is also a second thought. For example, I want to go to Paris.
Yes.
I want to live there. Okay? So what would I do? I would discuss about Paris, or I would like to learn about Paris, right? But would I be wasting my time learning about Barcelona or Rome or Frankfurt? No, right? Because that is of no use for us. Okay? Yeah. So there are two different things. Okay? One is one has to be like Dattatreya to get, essence of the things from all different things. And that too for what? For that one particular goal. Okay? And when you are on the line to that goal, you would only want to listen that is favorable for that goal, and you want to reject those things that is not favorable for the goal because it's not necessary. Just like I said, you want to settle in Paris, you don't want to know what the pricing is in Barcelona. You're not going to go there and live there, So you wouldn't be wasting your time trying to see videos of Barcelona or about Rome, right? That's only a waste of time. What you're trying to say is, I can go and listen wherever I want. Okay, it's good. But that's only for a beginner kind of stuff who doesn't know what he wants to learn. When he is not fixed, maybe then he's listening here, there, because he doesn't know. But once you know what you want, even in the Shastra, till the point you don't know what your taste is, you will be listening to all different things. But once you have developed a taste, then you wouldn't even like to listen to different things. Just like Narottam Das Thakur is saying, if I don't, hear the glories of Radharani, my life is like useless, like full of waste. That's a different stage. So, till the point one doesn't know the goal, maybe that person will be listening here and there, and listening so many different things. But once the goal is fixed, he might listen a little bit, but he knows what to take and what not to take. Okay? Then, for the goal of, to getting to the lotus feet of Radharani, one has to be fixed, one pointed, because we don't have much time. We don't have much time to listen and follow so many different things. One has to be one pointed, focused, and do all 24 hours things on that particular thing. Maybe then one might reach that goal. Okay? So we have to consider what we want, where we want to go, and what is the process to go there. Then we might reconsider, these things. The reason why, the Vaishnavas they are saying here and there, it's simple as that. Bhakti, the 6 limbs of the Sharanagati, that itself says, you accept that's favorable for Bhakti, you reject that's not favorable for Bhakti. And that's as simple as that. You want to go there to Golok Vrindavan, you want to listen about Golok Vrindavan more and more. Not about Vaikuntha, the devotee is not interested much to listen about Vaikuntha either. Okay, yeah.
Donc, Maharaj, il explique, là, je vais essayer.
Okay. Let's finish it here, we will have Prasadam, and then while Prasadam we can discuss this.
Traduis ça, mais s'il y a une autre question.
Non, pas d'autres questions, on s'arrête là. Ok, so Maharaj, il explique qu'en fait, il donne l'exemple de Dattatreya dans le 11e chant du Bhagavatam, qui lui recevait des enseignements de ses 24 gourous. Donc effectivement, on peut recevoir de diverses sources des enseignements, mais encore faut-il qu'on soit comme Dattatreya. Si on veut imiter Dattatreya, il est lui un Paramahamsa, un Hamsa qui était capable d'extraire et de faire la différence entre le bon et le mauvais, et puis d'extraire le lait de l'eau. Et de la même manière, Dattatreya et l'autre c'est... What was the second point? Hein? Non, il y avait un autre... ça c'est un point. What was the second point?
Si tu veux aller à Paris, tu ne vas pas à Barcelone.
Non, il cherche le nom de
Animal.
deuxième personne.
Oh, he spoke about Dattatreya and the second...
If you want to go to live in.
Oh, that was. Oh, that's
To
it.
Paris,
Donc voilà, donc l'autre point à considérer, c'est que si on veut aller s'installer à Paris et on va s'informer sur Paris, ça va pas être nécessaire ni utile de s'informer sur Barcelone, sur d'autres villes, ça ne nous sert à rien. Donc de la même manière, on doit être focalisé sur le but qu'on s'est fixé, qu'on a choisi d'atteindre. Et c'est ça qui, parce qu'on n'a pas, Maharaj l'a dit, on n'a pas beaucoup de temps dans cette vie-là, donc on va choisir ce qui est favorable au but qu'on s'est fixé, qu'on veut atteindre. Et le service de Shrimati Radhika, c'est donc... et on n'aura pas le temps de s'occuper à d'autres choses.
choisir.
Il a dit autre chose aussi.
C'est-à-dire qu'on peut prendre de chacun
Voilà, si c'est favorable.
quelque chose de favorable, le reste on en a rien à
Voilà,
faire.
c'est ça. Si on est capable de prendre les choses qui sont favorables. Et il a parlé de Sharanagati, c'est ça, d'accepter ce qui est favorable et rejeter ce qui est défavorable au but qu'on s'est fixé. Voilà. S'il y a autre chose, qu'est-ce que c'est l'autre chose?
Non, rester fixé sur le but qu'on
Voilà, c'est ça.
Joy.
Voilà.
Nice question.
Allez. Très bonne question, Maharaj, il a dit. Hein?
Thank you.
Oh my God, c'est très facile.
So what do they say? Voila, voila, voila.
Voilà, it is, here it is, here it is.
Bhaktivedanta Padma
Voilà.
Maharaj.
Hey, Jayo! Hari Haribo!
Slowly I'm learning
Bhaktivedanta
French one by
Padma
one.
Maharaj.
Jai!
Oui.
Oui, and you.
Bhakti Vedanta Shiva Narayan Goswami Maharaj ki jai!
Oui.
oui.
Yes.
Non,
No, it's international. No.
Oui, mais
non,
yes.
c'est non.
Ah,
Non, is